All right, Craig, let's bring it in here. Let's start getting my modified buggy guys, start getting them ready. I need the track to be blown off here, and for that, I need stock buggy race number 7. I'm looking for Leonard Dick, Bill Miller, Talon Dede, Brian Fraley, Gavin Miller, Justin Stefik, Brian Yeager, and Reed Stout. Rylan Bauer, if you want to help me out and marshal race number 2 instead, that would help me. If you want to skip race 1 and marshal 2, because I'll need some volunteers. Does that work? You're cool with that? You sure? All right. So out to the track. I need the modified buggy guys to race. I need out to marshal Leonard Dick, Bill Miller, Talon Dede, Brian Fraley, Gavin Miller, Justin Stefik, Brian Yeager, and Reed Stout. It is Tuesday night. It is spring break. And we're racing. We got 7 heats tonight. We're streaming live on YouTube and Facebook. And we are ready to roll here. Modified buggy. You guys are up. Matt Bauer, Craig O'Brien, Kyle Kozik, Larry Wright IV, and Randall Conruff. You guys are up to race. I got one more bucket here. Talon Dede, take this bucket. Talon Dede, take this bucket. And you can put it on that one spot in front of the driver's stand that's missing a bucket. Triple entrance. Thank you. Race number 1, making our way to the driver's stand, modified buggy. Like I said, guys, we are live on YouTube and Facebook, as we always are. RT Creations in the building tonight, as they were previously on Tuesday. Getting our camera work dialed in here. RT bringing that moving camera. Got the colors looking spectacular on the stream right now. The blues and greens and yellows are popping. I appreciate it very much. Yeah. Justin, why don't you take, right there. Take that triple landing. Leo there. Awesome. Awesome. There's only 5 mob buggies up there. Where are the rest of them? Where's Craig O'Brien? Where's Kyle Kozek? What are you doing? Where is Craig O'Brien? Craig O'Brien, you going to join us? Yeah, the race needs to start by 7 o'clock. You need to have your warm-up lap, all that done. Kyle's still dinking around over there. What's going on, Kyle? All right, there we go. These guys finally making their way to the stand here. All right, let's go ahead. Let's roll them around. Let's check them in. This is modified buggy race number 1. All right, everybody is checked in. Let's bring them to the beginning of the straightaway here. Our order in this one going to be Matthew Bauer, Craig O'Brien, Kyle Kozik, Larry Wright, and Randy Conruff. Back them up, guys. Beginning of the straightaway. Let's start back over there. Full run here. The order one more time. Matthew Bauer, Craig O'Brien, Kyle Kozik, Larry Wright, and Randall Conruff. This is modified buggy race number 1. I'm going to call you by name. Matthew Bauer, Craig O'Brien, Kyle Kozik, Larry Wright, and Randy Conruff. Watching that triple landing. Clear now. Nice and easy out there. Settle in on this first lap here. Modified buggy. Conroff out of the gate, 14-2, right with a 14-3. Conroff going to back it up with a 13-8. Watch a triple landing. O'Brien getting it wrong. Here comes Conroff in that reddish, gray, and white. Fluorescent red, I guess. Down the straightaway he is. Last time 13-8. Conroff with a 14-3. 1 minute in, 4 minutes to go. 22 and a 5-11 for Conroff. Airing it out beautifully over to triple air. Larry Wright in that 2 spot. Right in the black, red, and white. Working his way into the triple now. Right, looking stout out there. 13-9 the previous lap. Only a half a second off of Conroff right now. Bauer in that 3 spot. Bauer on a 20-lap run. Kozik on a 19. O'Brien on 18 with 3:30 to go. Leader working through the pit. That thing is broke. And then there were 4, 3:05 to go. Larry was on the point there. Conroff going to take it back over this time by. 21 and a 5:12 for Conroff, 20 and a 5:15 for Bauer. Kozik and O'Brien on 18. 2:10 and 2:50 to go. Damian Bing online. What up, Damian Bing? Damian Bing probably watching some John Cena highlights right now while he watches this race. Big John Cena fan. Halfway down, halfway to go. Conroff out front. Separating now. 21 and a 5:09. Bauer and Kozik on 19. Those guys separated by 3.1. O'Brien another 3.9 off of that with 2:15 to go. KOB across the line, 15-2 last time by. That's his hot lap. 1:55 to go. This one's all Randy Conroff. He's working on the straightaway now. Down the line, last time 14-2, backs it up 14-0. These guys airing it out over the triple. Big whip from Kozik. O'Brien and Conroff working together. 1:35 to go. Conroff, Bauer, Kozik, and O'Brien. $15-1 last time by for Bauer. That was his best lap. 19 and a 5:03 to pace. 08 for Kozik. Leader gets it wrong. Marshall right on it. Conroff's car looking hooked up out there. That thing is glued to the track. Working on some traffic here. Triple looks like it's jumping a little bit better. 4:10 in, 50 to go. Conroff 14-4 across the line, 21 and a 5:09. Bauer resets his hot lap with a 15-0, backs it up with a 16. Ugh. Bauer in that 2 spot, 19:02 for him, 06 for Kozik. Kozik goes 15-2 last time by. That was his best lap. Going to back it up at a questionable 16 as well. 25 seconds to go. Kozik on the wrong side of the pipe in the triple landing. Swanson online. Sean Demek online. Everybody checking it out here. 10 seconds to go. Watching the triple landing. Clear now. Watch coming on the straightaway. In that big long corner. Clear now. Keep going, guys. Keep going until I call your name. Bauer done. Matt Bauer done. Oh, sick whip there from Bauer. Show off. That was nuts. Everyone else still going. Everyone else still going. Watching a straight. Conroff done. Kozik done. There's KOB. Everybody is done. Marshals on your blowers, please. Randy Conroff going to take that one, round 1 TQ. 21 and a 5:08. Bauer with a 19 and a 5:03. 19 and a 5:15 for Kozik, 5:18 for Craig O'Brien. Larry Wright, a little repair to do. I'm going to need a volunteer marshal or two. I would take 2 or 3, actually. We only had 5 in that last heat. An appropriate amount of marshals on this track, probably 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7. It is time to replace the arm. You want a marshal for me, Jack? Yeah, why don't you take in the triple entrance? Yep, that one. Thank you, sir. Larry, set your car down somewhere and find a marshal spot. Leo, don't distract him. All right, Marshall, spread out, Marshall, spread out. Both of them. So you take that one. Larry's going to take that one. All right. Well, Dee Dee, why don't you take a break, and Bauer take that spot. And Craig O'Brien, you just take a break, too. All right, let's roll them around. Let's check them in. Stock short course race number 2. All right, straightaway is closed. Stock short course heat number 2. This is the order. Adam Chidara, Lincoln Dake, Jason Klein, Aaron Prill, Robert Marzinski, Hayden Klein, Chris Nelson, and Nick Coleman. Why don't we just put Lincoln in the back? Lincoln, you're going to go out last. Lincoln, stop. So the order. Adam, Jason, Aaron, Robert, Hayden, Chris, and Nick Coleman. All right, guys. I'm going to call you by name. Adam, Jason, Aaron Prill, Robert Marzinski, Hayden Klein, Chris Nelson, Nick Coleman, and Lincoln Dake. All right, 8 trucks out there. Race number 2. This is stock short course heat 1 of 2. Sean Demak online, reminding Larry Wright the 4th not to leave the soldering iron on. Got a nice big smile out of that one, Demak. Nice and easy, guys. Settle in. These guys grouping up, working on the straightaway here. It's got a long race. There's 4:15 left to go. Slow and steady is the name of the game here. Slow is fast is what they say. Grouping up in front of the stand. Be patient. Be patient around that Mac Tools truck. We got a 3-year-old driving the Mac Tools truck. So be patient out there. We call him the Factor. 110 in, 350 to go. Chidara out front. Chidara working that gray with the purple. Yellow wheels down the pit. 16.3 last time by. He's on 18.5 flat. 18.501 for Chris Nelson. 1/10 the split up front. Nelson takes over the top spot that time by. Chidara with a 17.2 across the line. Now it's Nelson to the front. 16.2 the previous. Going to back it up at a 16.3. 19 and a 5. 16 with 3:20 left to go. Chidara in the 2 spot now. 18 and a flat for him. 06 for Marzinski. 09 for Coleman and Klein. Hayden Klein on 17.503. Prill on 16. Dake on a 12. 3:05 to go. Leader is that baby blue with the yellow wheels. Watch it at the end of the straightaway. Car coming up to speed on Prill. Awesome, thank you. 2:55 to go. Your leader working down the line. Baby blue with the yellow trim. Working in front of Marzinski on track. Over to roller he is in front of the driver's stand. 19 and a 5, 13. Chidara throws down a burner last time by. Takes over the top spot. 2/10 ahead of Chris Nelson. Leader working up the long uphill onto straightaway now. Silver and purple with the yellow wheels. Nelson back to the front. These two separated by hundredths. 19 and a 5, 13. Matching paces for the top 2. They're coming up on the Factor. He gives way. 2:15 to go. Nelson with a 15-9. Watching on the straight. Clear now. Marzinski lingering in that third spot. 2.1 off the leaders. Coleman in the 4. Jason, Hayden, Aaron, and Lincoln. 3 down, 2 to go. Nelson back to the front. Long lap for Chadar. Going to give Nelson a little bit of confidence here. 3.5 the gap. Working around Lincoln perfectly. Oh, watch it on the right side of the track. Lincoln getting caught up. One more, Marshall. Oh, questionable toss there from Bauer. 1:40 to go. Watching the sweeper. Let him grab you, please. Just go. I mean, you wasted time just doing that. You could have just went. $1:20 to go. Nelson out front. 19 and a 5:10. Watching the sweeper. Clear now. Chadar in the 2 spot. 18:01 for him. 05 for Coleman. Coleman up to that 3 spot now. Klein in the 4. Klein in the 5. That's Jason and Hayden. Marzinski down to the 6. Prill and Dake. 55 seconds to go. Leader in the baby blue. Leader working on the back of Marzinski right now. Marzinski gives him room. Oh, tucks in just a little too close to follow him there. Nelson luckily working with a 6.4 second cushion. Going to be dwindled down now to about 3 seconds here. 25 seconds to go. Nelson, Chidara, and Coleman. Coleman only 2.8 off of Chidara right now. 15 seconds to go. Chidara on his lid. Coleman in that mainly purple working his way in front of the driver's stand. Race clock about to expire here. Nelson out front. Lincoln trying to take out the blower. Keep going, guys. Keep going. Watch coming on the straight. Watching the sweeper car coming up to speed. Aaron Prill, you are done. Adam Chidara, you're done. Marzinski is done. Everybody else keep going. Nick Coleman is done. Jason Klein, you are done. Waiting for Nelson. Waiting for Hayden. There he is. One more to finish. That Mac Tools car still going. Come on, Lincoln. He's done. All right, that's we are finished there. Lincoln, you're going off the driver's stand on the wrong side. All right, that's it. All in, all done. Nelson going to take that one. 19 and a 5:13. Coleman with an 18:02. 08 for Chidara. 18 and a 5:12 for Klein. 5:13 for Jason Klein. Then it's Marzinski, Prill, and Dake. Cars down right up to Marshall, guys. Why, yes, it is Eugene Bachman. That is the one and only RT Creations, otherwise known as Ryan Thierfelder. Yep, yeah, and then leave yours in the number 2 spot. That is Ryan Thierfelder on the sticks tonight. He's on the camera working that thing. Marshall, spread out, guys. Marshall, spread out, guys. All right, let's roll them around. Let's check them in. I got a spot over here. All right. Everybody checked in except Showtime Villaruz. Here he comes, working his way down the line here. While June's working his opening lap here, here's our order. This is Stock Short Course race number 3. The order is as follows. Stephen Key going to lead us out. Eric Johnston, Rick Nicholas, Jordan Lilly, Matthew Beer, Shane Coles, Dave Schultz, and Showtime Villaruz. The return of Showtime Villaruz. All right, Marshall's Look Alive drivers on your name. Steven, Eric Johnston, Rick Nicholas, Jordan Lilly, Matt Beer, Shane Coles, Dave Schultz. And Showtime Villaroos. Remember, guys, be ready for your name to be called, and we got a full field out there. We can't dawdle. Race number 3 on the track, cycling around here for lap number 1. It looks like it's going to go to Villaroos. Coles in the 2. Nicholas, Beer, Lilly, Johnston, Key, and Schultz. Early order in this one. Watching a triple landing. It sorts itself out. Watch it in the pit. Clear now. Couple self-induced bobbles here, but a relatively clean qualifier working so far. 3:45 to go in this one. It's Coles out front, Villaroos in a 2. Those guys separated by a half second. Rick Nicholas in a 3 spot. Johnston, Beer, Key, Lilly, and Schultz. 1:30 in, 3:30 to go. Coles with a 15.8 last time by. Your leader working down the line, white and orange. 16.2 across the stripe. Villaroos in a 2 spot, 1 second to separation. Villaroos at a 16.3, 1.1 the gap now. 3:15 to go. Leader working up the long hill onto the straightaway. Second spot, Villaroos working on the straightaway now. Villaroos, up on 2 wheels just a bit there. Puts her down and away he goes. Villaroos with a 15.6 last time by. 2:55 to go, and we're at hundredths now up front. Villaroos going to give that all back right into the hands of the marshal here. Cole's going to throw down a 16.6. Villaroos to the front temporarily. He's going to give it right back, and he does. 18.7 across the stripe. Now it's Cole's out front. He's on a TQ run. 19 and a 5.11 to Chris Nelson's 5.13. Villaroos in the 2 spot maintaining. 18 and a 5 flat for him. 5.16 for Rick Nicholas. 2:25 to go. Beer in that 4 spot. Johnston, Lilly, Key, and Schultz. $2:10 to go. Leader coming up on Steve Key. These guys race every Tuesday. They know exactly how to do it. 3 down, 2 to go. Leader working in that center section, working in a double single right now. White and orange with the black wheels. Shane Coles on a TQ run, but he doesn't have much wiggle room here. 1:45 to go, 1 false move. And Chris Nelson could hang on to this one. Leader coming up on the purple and yellow. Awesome, thank you. I believe that was Mr. Schultz. Excellent driving there. 3:30 and 1:30 to go. Coles, 19.5.11 that time by across the stripe. Villaroos about 2.6 back up to a 19 lap pace now. 19 and a 5.16 for him. Going to back his previous lap up with a very questionable one. Dropping off back down to an 18 lap run. 1:10 to go. $50 seconds to go. Coles, Villaroos, Matt Beer up to the 3 spot now. Him and Rick Nicholas separated by about 1 second. Nicholas with a 17.6 that time by. Beer with a 17.0. 40 seconds to go. Work together in front of the stand. Oh, man, Beer looping out. Getting crossed up there with Lilly. Our leader gets caught up. Leader is the white and orange. White and orange. Awesome, thank you. Oh, man, Coles turning in there. 24 seconds to go. This could be the factor here. We are still on a TQ run, but it's 1/10 now. Coles at a 19 and a 5.13.3. Nelson with a 0.4. 10 seconds to go. Coles coming on the straightaway now. Drops that pace down a couple tenths. Coles looking for a little insurance here. He's got 2 more laps to hold it together. Leader working in the pit. Everybody else still live. Everyone's still going. Stephen Key, you are done. Racing in front of and behind you. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Stephen Key is the only one done. Now Eric Johnston is done. Watch coming on the straight. Clear now. Matthew Beer done. Dave Schultz. Showtime Villaroos done. Lily done. Nicholas done. One more. And that's it. All in, all done. Marshals on your blowers, please. Shane Cole's going to take that one. New TQ. 19 and a 5.12. Villaroos at an 18.503. Good enough for fourth. Nicholas 18 and a 5.16. Good enough for eighth overall. So Rick Nicholas tentatively hanging out in the A main. Beer with a 17. 17 for Johnston. 16 for Key and Lilly. 14 for Schultz. All right, set those cars down, guys. Four-wheel drive, 13.5 buggy is up. All right, guys, let's, hold on. Come on, hustle up out of there. All right, let's roll them around. Let's check them in. Watch it in the rumble strips. Watch it down the whoops. All right, let me check a couple transponders here. Matthew Erdman. All right, one lap, one lap. Race number 4, four-wheel drive, 13.5 buggy. Here's our order. It's Kyle Kozik, Gavin Miller, Nick Coleman, Daryl Frank, Ray Sokolik, Matthew Erdman, and Larry Wright the fourth. All right, guys, we got marshals, we got cars. Be ready for your name. Kyle Kozik, Gavin, Nick Coleman, Daryl Frank, Ray Sokolik, Matthew Erdman, and Larry Wright the fourth. Watch a triple land and keep it tight. Clear now. Settle in. Watch coming on the straightaway. It's a long race. Don't throw it all away on lap 1. Coleman out of the gate, 14-8. Kozik, Frank, Erdman, Wright, Miller, Sokolik. 45 in, 4:15 to go. Larry Wright to the front now, 13-4 last time by. Coleman in the 2. Daryl Frank in the 3. Now it's Kozik to the point. Now it's Kozik, Coleman, Frank, and Wright. 3:45 to go. Wright tapping out on the right side of the track. Kozik with a 14-7 last time by. That's our leader. Watching in front of the driver's stand. 20 and a 5:01. The pace off that blue and yellow. Stephen Key narrowly avoiding disaster there. Kozik almost getting him right in the toe. Tozik. Watching a straightaway. Oh, man. 3:20 to go. Your leader working in front of the driver's stand now. Larry Wright threading the needle there. Leader working on a straight, yellow, blue, and white. Kozik with a 16-0 that time by. 20 and a 5:11 pace. Larry up to the 2 spot. 19:02 for him. Daryl on a 19:07. 09 for Miller. Coleman on 18. 17 for Erdman. 16 for Sokolik. 2:50 to go. Kozik getting some tips from Brandon DeLacy. About to take his top off here. Airing it out in a triple. Gavin Miller throws down a 14-4. Moves him up to P3 ahead of Frank. Daryl Frank with a 14-8. Both these guys doing their best lap last time by. Halfway down, halfway to go. Triple landing, keep it tight. Clear now. This one starts with Kyle Kozik down the whoops. Over the roller he is, coming up on Daryl Frank. Kozik airing it out. Second spot is Larry. Separation about 0.6 up front. Kozik with a 13.8. Larry, scratch at it. It's Larry with a 13.8. Kozik with the long lap there. Switched so fast I didn't even see it. 0.3 to split. Larry right to the front now. Larry working in front of the driver's stand. Gavin giving him room. Airing it out. He bought that ESC from Chase. Down the line. Red and white. 1:40 to go. Separating generously now from Kyle Kozik. Ultra long lap from Kozik. Gonna bring Gavin Miller into the conversation here. Miller only 1.9 off the lead now. Or off of Kozik rather. 1:25 to go. All right, turning in there in the pit. Leader working on the straightaway. Go low on the straight. Go low on the straight. Go low, low, low on the straightaway. Low, low. Clear now. Larry Wright getting it wrong. 1:05 to go here. Gavin Miller starting to creep his way into the conversation. Watching the sweeper go high. Watching the sweeper go high. Clear now. All these guys grouping up. Everybody except Daryl Frank sharing the same real estate. Working through the triple. 50 seconds to go. It's Wright, Miller, Frank, Kozik, Coleman, Erdman, and Sokolek. Kozik getting ahead of Frank there. Separation 2/10. Battle for the 3 spot. 35 seconds to go. All right, tapping out in the sweeper here. He had a good cushion, 11.6 the gap. 20 seconds to go. Larry airing it out. In and out of the pit. Working on the back of Kozik on track. These guys are going to work together to the end here. Only a couple more laps. They're going to work it out. Oh, Larry up on 2 wheels there. Kozik gives him room. Larry goes side to side. They're wheel to wheel there. Keep going, keep going. Kyle Kozik, you are done. Kyle Kozik, you're done. Racing in front of you. Daryl Frank, you're done. Nick Coleman, you're done. Gavin is done. Sokolek is done. Larry's done. One more to finish. He's working his way on a straightaway there. And that's it, all in, all done. Marshals on your blowers, please. Larry Wright, the 4th, going to take that one. 20 and a 5.06. His best run on the layout. Miller with a 20 and a 5.13. 19 for Frank. 19 for Kozik. Those two separated by about 1.4. Coleman with 18. Erdman with 18. Sokolek with a 16. All right, marshals, spread out, guys. Larry, when you're done racing, you set your car down and your radio down over there. No, that's how it goes. That's how everybody does it. All right, guys, let's roll them around. Let's check them in. All right, guys, I got word from the cameraman. If you're going to be marshaling in the position that Gavin Miller is marshaling in right now, you need to either be on the X or to the right of the X. My right. Oh, yeah, I forgot. All right. Here's our order. Tyler Heinzelman going to lead us out. Carter Rell, Mike Chesney, Jack Nelson, Trevor Tobias, Matthew Deedy, Raina Chidara, and Jeff DeWitt. All right, guys. Marshals look alive. Drivers, on your name. Heinzelman, Rell, Chesney, Nelson, Tobias, Deedy, Chidara, and Jeff DeWitt. This is race number 5 on the track right now. 21.5 spec buggy. Full heat of those tonight. Watch a triple landing. Larry Wright getting his steps in over there, covering up. The man can marshal 3 spots. He's just one man. 50 seconds in, 4:10 to go. This one starts at Carter Rail. Matt Deedy, Mike Chesney watching a triple. Tobias, Nelson, Heinzelman, DeWitt, and Chidara. 1 minute in, 4 minutes left to go. Rail, your leader. He's working on the straightaway. Red and white. Watching the straightaway sweeper. Sweeper coming up to speed. Clear, clear, clear. Leader is that red. A little bit of yellow in there. White. 3:40 to go. In and out of the pit is our leader. Carter Rail. 19 and a 5:08. Coming up on some traffic here. He's going to be patient about it. Matt Deedy in the 2 spot. 4:10 separation up front. Leader on Chidara, awesome, thank you. Leader coming up on Tobias next. 3:20 to go. Deedy with a 16.2 last time by, backs it up with an 18.6. Carter stretching it out, 2.5 now over Deedy. Chesney 1.1 off of Deedy in that 3 spot. Then we got Nelson, Tobias, Heinzelman, Chidara, and DeWitt with 3:05 to go. Rail and Heinzelman working well together out there. 2:55 to go. Oh, man, Rail on the wrong side of the pipe. Only had about 2.7 to play with here. Matt Deedy going to work his way back into the conversation. Rail giving up a couple more tenths that time by. Deedy with a 16.3. The previous. Here comes Rail, 19.0. It's down to 1/10 up front now. Chesney only 2.7 off the lead battle. Halfway down, halfway to go. It's a new race now. Keep it clean. Work together out there. 2:25 to go. Carter Rail, your leader, working down them perfectly crafted whoops in front of the driver's stand now. He's got 0.8 on Matt Deedy. Deedy, I believe, in that copper car, working through the triple now. Chidar giving him room. Awesome, thank you. 3 down, 2 to go. Go high in the sweeper, high in the sweeper. Oh, man, Deedy is out. Mystery illness here for Matt Deedy. 1:50 to go. Carter now with about a 3.5 second lead over Mike Chesney now in the 2 spot. Scratch that 4.8 second lead for Rail. 1:35 to go. It's Carter, Mike, Trevor, Tyler, Jack, Raina, and Jeff. All these guys getting caught up in the pit. Order about to shuffle around here. 1:20 to go. Heinzelman makes his way up to the 3 spot. Tobias in the 4, Nelson in the 5. Nelson only 0.7 off Tobias right now. Watch a triple landing. Oh, Tobias on the wrong side of the pipe. Watch coming down the straightaway. Is he marshaling or? 50 seconds to go. Watching the center of the track. Clear now. Carter Rail out front. Working down the whoops. 18.501. Chesney with a 17.5 flat. Watching a straightaway go high. Clear now. Heinzelman, 16.01. 02 from Nelson. 06 for Tobias. 15 for Raina. 14 for Jeff DeWitt with 25 seconds to go. Race clock about to expire here. Keep it clean to the end. Be patient to the end. Be patient to the end. Just work it out. No need to force any issues here on the last lap. Just like that. Heinzelman done. Rail done. Chesney done. Nelson done. Tobias done. Waiting on Reyna, waiting on Jeff DeWitt. 2 more racing. They're working the right side of the track now onto the straightaway. 1 more to finish. Oh, go, Marshall, go. 1 more, 1 more, 1 more. And that's it, all in, all done. Carter Rail going to take that one, 18 and a 5.04. Who was on that number 3 blower? You got it, Ray. Chesney with a 17.502. 16.02.6 for Heinzelman. 0.9 for Tobias. 16 and a 5.03 for Nelson. 15 for Reyna. 14 for Jeff DeWitt. All right, set those cars down right out to Marshall. Set them down on that shelf over there, right out to Marshall. All right, Marshall, spread out. We're going to cycle around here. Heinzelman, you come over here. Reyna, you take Heinzelman's spot. Tobias got there. Frank making his way to the stand. All right, let's roll him around. Let's check him in. Full field here, guys. We got to take it nice and easy and extra patient. But there'll be 10 of you in the main, so perhaps it would make sense to run all 10 in a qualifier. All right, everybody is checked in. Here's our stock buggy order. Ian Schultz going to lead us out. Chris Garay, Robert Marzinski, Tyler Stefik, Daryl Frank, Jamie Tenney's, Shane Coles, Casey Belk, Tyler O'Brien, and Chris Nelson. All right, guys, there are 10 of you out there, so I'm going to call you quickly. Make sure you are ready to go. You ready, Jack? All right, they're coming quick. Tie that up. All right, guys, I'm going to call you by name. Be ready for your name. On your name. Ian Schultz, Chris Garay, Robert Marzinski, Tyler Stefik, Daryl Frank, Jamie Tenney's, Shane Coles, Casey Belk, Tyler O'Brien, and Chris Nelson. Triple landing. Clear. Marshall's, make sure you're watching your area, not the race. Garay out of the gate. O'Brien, Nelson, Belk, Frank, Tenney's, Coles, Marzinski, Schultz, and Stefik. Watch it at the top of the key before the whoops. Clear now. Tenney's tapping out. Go, go, go. Marshals, make sure you're watching your area. 5 minutes of focus is all we desire from you. 1 minute down, 4 minutes to go. It's Belk to the point. Long lap from Belk. Now it's Nelson to the front. Garay to the front. Top 4 guys on 20-lap runs. Watch it in the roller. Nelson tapping out. Garay on point, 20 and a 5.05. 08 for O'Brien. 20 and a 5.12 for Frank. Casey Belk on a 19 and a 10. Then it's Marzinski, Tenney's, Coles, Schultz, and Stefik. Work together through the triple landing here. Patience, guys. Awesome, thank you. 3:20 to go. Chris Garay out front. Looking nice and smooth out there. And just as I say that, on his lid he goes. 20 and a 5.04. 3:10 to go. Daryl Frank in the 2 spot. 20 and a 5.14 for him. Marzinski up to that 3 spot. 19 and a 15. Belk on a 15. Nelson jumps to the 3. Marzinski to the 4. Casey Belk in the 5. 2:55 to go. Garay with a 14.5 last time by. Working through the triple. Pink, white, and turquoise. Schultz gives him room. Excellent driving there. Garay with another 14-5 across the line. 20 and a 5.04 to pace off our leader. Chesney. 2:25 to go. Garay gonna lose a little time this time by. Marshall snoozing at his position. 2:15 to go. It's a 19-9 across the stripe. 20 and a 5.13 to pace off Garay. Still got about 4.7 seconds on Frank in that 2 spot. Darrell on a 19.5.06. Nelson 09. 19 and a 5.13 for Marzinski. 14 for Tenney's. And it's Belk, Cole, Stefik, Schultz, and O'Brien. 3 down, 2 to go. Leader working into the pit. Behind Tenney's on track. Almost kisses the pipe there. 1:50 to go. Garay with a 15-0. Tenney's up to P3 now. Tenney's with a 15-4 last time by. Watch it the right side of the track. Clear. Leader on the back of Tenney's. He's going to be a lot more patient than that little maneuver seemed right there. 1:30 to go. On good runs. Keep it clean. Tenney's going to tap out in the penalty zone there. Darrell Frank in the 2. Watching the sweeper go low, low, low. Low in the sweeper. Put it down. Thank you. 1:05 to go. Garay, Darrell Frank, Chris Nelson up to the 3 spot now. Tenney's down to the 4. Half a second off of Nelson. Tenney's dropping down to the 6 now. Belk up to the 4. Marzinski, Tenney's, Stefik, Coles, O'Brien, and Schultz. 45 seconds to go. .430 in, 30 to go. Garay out front comfortably, watching the roller. Oh man, monkey see, monkey do there. Darrell Frank in that 2 spot. Nelson trying to challenge, time running out though. Belk in the 4, Tenney's doing his best lap from the 5. Marzinski, Stefik, O'Brien, Coles, and Schultz. 5 seconds. Oh, Garay getting crossed up there. Keep going, watching in front of Stan. Ian Schultz done. Ian Schultz, first one done. Everybody else still going, still racing. Chris Garay done. Darrell Frank done. If I call your name, pull offline. Jamie Tenney's done. Tyler Stefik, Robert Marzinski done. Waiting on Belk, Nelson, Coles, and O'Brien. Done, and done. Marshals on your blowers, please. Chris Garay going to take that one, 20 and a 5.13. Darrell Frank with a 19.5.05, 5.10 for Tenney's, 5.12 for Nelson, 5.13 for Stefik, 14 for Marzinski, 16 for Coles and O'Brien. Casey Belk with a 19 and a 5.17. Very close race there. Final race of the round coming up. There will be a 5-minute break between rounds 1 and 2. It will be 5 whole minutes. Same race order. You will go up how you finished. So 5 minutes for me to generate those new heat sheets, for me to use the little announcer's room. And then we'll get back and rolling here. Raina, you stop right there. You walk past it. Thank you, Robert. Shane Coles, you want to just take over by the exit sign door? All right, final race of the round. Let's roll them around. Let's check them in. Full field of stock buggies tonight. 2 plump heats. Gordo heats of stock buggy. Right, Chris Garay? All right. All right, here's our order in this one. This one's going to start out with Leonard Dake, your Friday night stock buggy winner from last week. Bill Miller going out number 2, Talon Didi, Brian Fraley, Gavin Miller, Justin Stefik, Brian Yeager, Reed Stout, and Rylan Bauer. All right, guys, I'm going to call you by name. Leo Dake, Bill Miller, Talon Didi, Brian Fraley, Gavin Miller, Justin Stefik, Brian Yeager, Reed Stout, Rylan Bauer. All right, nice and easy triple landing. Watching a triple. Clear. Car coming up to speed. Dead car in the pit. Dead car in the pit. Pull it. Watching the sweeper. Sweeper goes slow in the sweeper. Keep it low and slow. Clear now. And then there were 8. 50 seconds in, it's Didi, Dake, Miller. That's Gavin Miller. Stout, Stefik, Yeager, Bauer, and William. Early leader in that classic Matt Didi paint job, working on the straightaway now. Copper, orange, and cream through the sweeper. Little crossed up, hangs on. Leonard Dake to the front. Separation, 7/10 up front. Dake across the line with a 15-0. Leader working over that roller. Red and gray with the yellow wheels. Didi with a 15-2. Little hit off the pipe there for Dake. 1:30 in, 3:30 to go. Miller in the 3 spot, 4.1 off the lead battle. Stout another 1 second back. Then we got Yeager, Stefik, William, and Rylan. 3:20 to go. Leader across the line. Working through the triple, gray and red, in and out of the pit. 14.9 last time by for Dake, 21 and a 5.14. Stretches it out to 1.9, the gap over Talon Didi now with 2:55 to go. Stout up to the 3 spot, 5 seconds off the lead battle. Long lap for Stout, gonna move Miller back to the 3. Stout to the 4, Yeager in the 5. 14.9 for Yeager that time by. 2:20 and 2:40 to go. Watch triple landing, clear now. Leader working into the pit. Leonard Dake, last week's Friday night stock buggy champion, put the whooping on Kyle Kasurik if you're watching out there, Kasurik. 2:40 and 2:20 to go. Didi starting to chip away at it now, though. 7/10 up front. Dake across the line, 14.8. Here comes Didi down the line in that copper and cream. 14.9, it's 8/10 up front. Gavin throws down a 14.8. Yeager with a 14.4. 1:55 to go. Watching the top of the key. Clear now. Last time by, matching lap times for the top 2. Dake and Didi both throwing down 14.9. Dake coming across the line here, 14.9 that time by. Didi working across the line with a 15.2. 1 second to split. 1:35 to go. Leader working up the long hill on the straightaway. A little crossed up there. Down the line. 16.4 for Dake. That's going to move Didi to the front now. Talon Didi takes over the lead. Didi working into that roller in front of the driver's stand. Copper, orange, and cream. These guys separated by 3/10 up front. Miller in the 3 spot. 9 seconds off the lead battle. Dake with a 15.2, Talon with a 14.7. It's 8/10 up front now. All watching the right side. Clear now. 55 seconds to go. Your leader working down the whoops. Over the roller in front of the stand. Through the triple. Sends it over that single. Leader coming up on Gavin Miller if and when. 40 seconds to go. Long lap from Dake, going to give Didi a little bit of cushion here now. 1.9 to split. Yeager moves his way up to the 3 spot. 4/10 to the good of Miller. Stout in the 5. William, Justin, and Rylan. 25 seconds to go. Leader right in front of you, Reed Stout. Or second place right in front of you, Reed Stout. Leader right behind you, Reed Stout. Awesome, thank you. Now in front of you. 12 seconds to go here. Didi got to keep it clean. Working up the hill and down the perfectly crafted whoops. Oh, watching the right side of the track. Someone getting it wrong. Oh, man, I believe that was Ryland. Keep going, guys. Keep going. Leo Dake, you are done. Leo Dake, you are done. Talon Didi is done. Racing in front of you and behind you, Talon. Thank you. Justin Stefik is done. Everybody else still going except for Didi, Dake, and Stefik. William Miller is done. Reed Stout is done. Done, done. One more to finish, and that's it. All in, all done. Talon Didi going to take that one. 20 and a 5:01. That is a TQ for Stock Buggy this round. Dake with a 20 and a 5:03. 5:11 for Yeager. 5:13 for Miller. 19 for Stout. 18 for William. 17 and 17. Stefik and Bauer. All right, guys, I'm going to get round 2 created here. We are going to have a 5-minute break. So I can use the little announcer's room and find my cheese nips that I set down somewhere. Generating round 2 right now. Heat sheets will be coming off the printer here in a moment or two. It will be the same race order. You'll go up how you finish. The heat sheet will reflect such information. That's where you will find your corresponding number, where to line up before you enter the driver's stand. We do it on a merit-based system here at Trackside. In round number 1, it is random lottery driver stand positions. In round 2, though, that is, you earn that spot. All right, guys, 5-minute break here. We're going to take a 5-minute break. I'm throwing a timer on the screen. And then we'll go live with Mod Buggy race number 1. Round 2 heats are posted, guys. We got about 30 seconds until we're going to go with race number 1, modified buggy. So I can start taking some of my stock buggy race number 7 guys out to Marshall. Rylan, you want to just do the same thing and Marshall race 2 instead? Are you sure? You look like you don't like it. All right. Your dad says you love to volunteer, Marshall. He says you volunteer for every race at your track. All right, bring it in, Gavin, bring it in. Modified buggy start making their way to the driver's stand. Stock buggy race number 7. Let's go and get that track prepared. I will need volunteer marshals for race number 2. All right. He's making his way over here. Leonard, I'll take you over here. That'll be swell. Perfect. All right, Mod Buggy, let's roll him around. Let's check him in. Michael Wires online. What up, Mike Wires? He says, Ian Schultz, go get him. Where's my mouse? Brad Hauk online. What up, Hauk? All right. Here's our order in this modified buggy. It's going to go Randall Conruff, Matthew Bauer, Kyle Kosick, Craig O'Brien, and Larry Wright the fourth, tumbling her over there before the start. All right, guys. Modified buggy. On your name. Randy. Matt Bauer. Kyle Kosick. Watch it at the top of the key. Craig O'Brien. And Larry Wright. That's how you do it right there, folks. Patiently awaiting release. Like a dog. Oh! Like a dog doing tricks. Yeah, that was kind of weird, Leo. That was kind of weird. After I said it, I was like, Mike Nielsen online cheering on Bauer. We're 1 minute into this mod buggy race, and we got none other than L Dub out front. That's Larry Wright the fourth for the uninformed. 13.5 across the stripe. The previous 22 lap run working right now. Conruff in a 2 spot on a 20. Bauer on a 20. Those two separated by 4/10. Larry going to give up some time. Bauer goes back-to-back 15 zeros, his hot laps from P3. Watching a straightaway go low. Watching a straightaway go low, low, low. 25 seconds, or 3:25 left to go. Conruff out front now. Wright with a really long lap there, 21.1. Conruff to the front, 20 and a 5 flat for him, 20 and a 5.09 for Larry Wright. Down to an 0.4 now. Bauer in a 3 spot, 25.11 for him, 5.14 for O'Brien. O'Brien going 14.9, his best lap on lap number 6. 3 down, 2 down, 3 to go. 2 down, 3 to go. Conruff 13.9 last time by, his best lap. Leader working down the line. 16.5, now it's Larry Wright to the front. Wright airing it out over to Triple. Working the right side of the track, down the straightaway. Conruff in that 2 spot. Those guys separated by just 0.8. Nearly identical lap times for the top 2, 14.1. Wright and Conruff. O'Brien goes 14.6, puts him up to P3. 2:15 to go. Tyler Aubart online. What up, Aubart? Chris Kern online, cheering on Chesney as always. 3 down, 2 to go. Leader is that black, red, and white. Airing it out over the Triple. Triple appears to be jumping very nice now. .145 to go. Wright and Conruff, 21 lap runs, 1.7 the split. Here comes Wright across the stripe, 14.0. Conruff, 14.2. 2-second gap now, 1:25 to go. Larry on a TQ run right now, 21 and a 5:04. TQ held in the previous round by Randy Conruff, 21 and a 5:08. With 1:10 to go. Conruff airing it way out on a triple air, sticks it. 1:05 to go. O'Brien a little nose high there. Kozik throws down 14.8, moves him up to P3. Him and O'Brien duking it out for that 3rd spot. 1/10 to split. Bauer in the 5 spot. Bauer throwing down a 14.8. That was his best lap. Conruff gets it wrong in the sweeper. Kozik nowhere to go. Gives him a little bump. 40 seconds to go. Oh, Conruff a little hit off the pipe there. Hangs on. Watching the right side. Clear. Be patient there, Kozik. 4:40 in and 20 seconds to go. Watching a sweeper, or triple landing rather, clear. Time has expired. Keep going, keep going. Matthew Bauer done. Hot lap on the last lap. I'll need some volunteer marshals after this. Randy Conruff done. Larry Wright is done. Kozik done. Craig O'Brien done. That's it. All in, all done. Marshals on your blowers, please. Larry Wright going to take that one. His best run in the layout. Welcome to the 21 lap club. 21 and a 5:01 new TQ from Larry Wright. Conruff with a 21 and a 5:11. O'Brien, welcome to the 20 lap club. Kozik, welcome to the 20 lap club. And Matthew Bauer doing his best run, 19 and a 5 flat. I need plenty of volunteer marshals for this next race. Please and thank you. What? Yes, thank you. It's starting to get out of hand and people are not doing it, and it's costing us minutes on Fridays, and then we end up out of here at 1 in the morning when we could have been out, you know, at 12:15. Because it's starting to add up. So we need to be a little bit harder on the organization. Let's go ahead and roll them around. Let's check them in. I'm going to start cracking the whip. No more lackadaisical, laid-back Gregory Tenney's. Kyle, I'll get you over there by the red door by Stephen Key. All right, everybody is checked in. Straightaway is closed. The order in this one going to be Chris Nelson, Nick Coleman, Adam Chadara, Hayden Klein, Jason Klein, Robert Marzinski, Aaron Prill, and Lincoln Dake. All right, guys, this is heat number 2, stock short course. Be ready to go when I call your name. Chris Nelson, Nick Coleman, Adam Chidara, Hayden Klein, Jason Klein, Robert Marzinski, Aaron Prill, and Lincoln Dake. Remember, you have to wait for me to call your name, drivers. Don't just go whenever you want. Well, then he should have qualified better. Watching the right side of the track. Good patience there from our Marshall. Good job, Jack. These guys settling in. We'll give them a little time here. Watching the sweeper. Car coming up to speed. Be patient. Oh, man. Who was that? I think that was Hayden Klein. Lincoln giving him the business. We're 120 in, 340 to go. Chris Nelson out front, baby blue with the yellow trim. Marshals, watch your area. Chidara in the 2 spot. 7/10 to split up front. Nelson working down the line. Chidara working out of the pit. Coleman in the 3 spot. Top 3 cars separated by 1.1. A little bit longer of a lap there from Chidara. Going to move Marzinski up to the 2. Top 4 guys still separated by just 5 seconds right now. Klein in the 5. Hayden Klein in the 6. Prill and Dake. 2 down, 3 to go. Oh, Marzinski going to tap out. Going to probably lose that spot to Coleman here. Marzinski going to shuffle down to the 4. Watch it on the right side. Oh, man, Chidara narrowly avoiding disaster there. Watching the straightaway go low. Clear now. So it is Nelson out front. 19 and a 5.06. Chidara in a 2. 19.5. 13 for him. 3.3 the gap. Coleman up to the 3 spot now. 18.03 for him. 06 for Klein. 08 for Marzinski. Hayden on 17. Prill on a 15. 13 for Lincoln. 2:15 to go. Leader coming up on Dake. Dake gives him room. Excellent driving. Chidara still in that 2 spot. Chidara working over the roller. Coleman in the 3. Coleman working directly behind him on track. Coleman in that all purple with the black wheels. Be patient. Hayden, that's 3rd spot in front of you. Oh, Coleman up on 2 wheels. Klein nowhere to go. He said, I'm going right on by there, fella. 1:45 to go. Work together. Nelson, Chidara, Coleman, Marzinski, Klein, Prill, and Dake. Marzinski throws down 15.8. That's his best lap. Puts him ahead of Coleman up in the 3 spot. 3:30 in, 1:30 to go. Watching the top of the key. O'Brien living on the edge. I don't know if I would have jumped like that. These old knees. 1:20 to go. Nelson, new hot lap. 15.4 that time by. 19 and a 5.04 to pace. Nelson looking to reset the TQ right now. That was cool. Chidara still in that 2 spot. Nelson pulling away though. 7 seconds gap. Coleman in the 3. Marzinski in the 4. Coleman and Marzinski separated by tenths. 55 seconds to go. Coleman does his best lap when it counts. Watching in front of the stand. Clear now. Car coming up to speed. Be patient. Oh, Hayden trying to go over the top. Leader trying to make his way through it, and he does. 45 seconds to go. Coleman starting to creep in on Chidara here, and that's just the move he needs. Rail and Wright getting into each other. Marshall in there, costing Chidara some precious time here. Coleman only 2.4 back. Surely that is a race now. 25 seconds to go. Chidara with a 22.8 that time by. So that's going to move Coleman to the 2. 15 seconds to go. Nelson, Coleman, Shadara, Marzinski, Klein, Prill, and Dake. Watching on straight. Clear now. Sweeper, clear now. Nick Coleman, you are done. Racing in front of you. Watching the roller. Nick Coleman racing around you. Awesome, thank you. Chris Nelson, done. Adam Chidar, done. Everybody else still going. Only Nelson, Coleman, and Chidara are done. Aaron Prill, done. Hayden Klein, done. Jason Klein, done. And Marzinski, that's it. All in, all done. Marshals on your blowers, please. Chris Nelson going to take that one, resetting the TQ tentatively here. 19 and a 5.06. Coleman with an 18 and a 5 flat, his best run. Chidara 04, his best run. 18 and a 5.17 for Jason Klein. Marzinski 5.17 as well. 3/10 the split there. Hayden on 17. Prill on a 16, his best run. And Dake with a 12 lap run. That was his best run as well. All right, guys, from the last race, set those cars down right out to Marshall. Hold the cars. Spread out, Marshals. What is that? All right, let's roll them around. Let's check them in. All right, everybody is checked in. The order in this one. Shane Cole's going to lead us out. Showtime Villaruz, Rick Nicholas, Matthew Beer, Eric Johnston, Stephen Key, Jordan Lillian, Dave Schultz. All right, guys. Race number 3. Listen for your name. Shane Coles. Showtime Villaruz, Rick Nicholas, Matthew Beer, Eric Johnston, Stephen Key, Jordan Lilly, and Dave Schultz. This is race number 3 on the track. Race number 4, you guys should be lined up. Race number 5, you guys should be saucing your tires right now. Couple laps in the books. It's Coles, Villaruz, and Schultz. Beer, Johnston, Nicholas, Lilly, and Key. Villaruz to the front. Coles maintaining that 2 spot. Coles working on the back of Schultz on track. Top 3 cars separated by 2.8 seconds. Matt Beer in the 4 spot, about 2.9 off the lead battle. Small separation to Nicholas and Johnston. Little gap there to Key and Lilly. 1:25 and 3:35 to go. Villaruz and Coles separated by 1/10 of a second right now. Oh, Coles tapping out just a bit. One more, Robert. Excellent, thank you, good job there. Coles and Schultz tapping out. This one's going to be Showtime Villaruz now. A little bit of breathing room up front. 3:15 to go, 15.5 across the line. Coles going to tap out there. Now it's Matthew Beer up to the 3 spot. Schultz down to the 4. Nicholas, Johnston, Key, and Lilly. 2 down, 3 to go. Leader working through the triple. White, orange, and green. Out of the pit. Commentator's curse there. June doinks it off the pipe. Little 50-50 grind, and away he goes. Rick Nicholas doing his best lap from P4, throwing down a 16.9 last time by. Coles with a 15.6, his best lap. Johnston with a 17.0. Work together. Awesome. Halfway down, halfway to go. 15-8 for Villaroos, 15-7 for Coles. 3.1 the gap up front. Sweeper go low. Oh, man, sweeper go low. Clear now. Matt Beer still maintaining that 3-spot. Beer in the red and black. Top two guys starting to pull away, though, just a bit. Villaroos got 3.3 on Coles. Coles got another 6.9 on Matt Beer. 3 down, 2 to go. Schultz doing his best lap from P4. Nicholas, Key, Johnston, and Lilly. All these guys grouping up in front of the stand. Good patience there from Nicholas. Beautiful driving here from a Tuesday night short course crowd at Trackside Hobbies. 3:20 in and 1:40 to go. Villaroos, our leader, working in front of the stand. Coles behind him on track. Beer going 16.4, his best lap from P3. 1:30 to go. Latart's online, cheering on June. 1:15 to go. $15.8 that time by for Villaroos. 15.9 for Coles. Villaroos just pulling away inch by inch here. Millimeter by millimeter. 3.7 the gap. Villaroos going to give it all back. Going to try that section over here. Oh, man, almost doing it twice in a row there. That's going to shake it up. And it does. 22-2 for Villaroos that time by. That's going to move Shane Coles to the front now. 40 seconds to go. We are not in TQ territory. Nelson holds the TQ. 19 and a 5.06. Coles on a 19.509. Villaroos 5.12. 28 seconds to go. These guys could chip away at it here. Gonna need some stellar laps. Leader working on the straightaway, white and orange. Last time 16-0. This time, 17-7. That ain't it. Villaroos to the 16-0. Separation 7/10 up front. Coles gets caught up with Lilly. Leader on Lilly. Literally. Oh, man. That's the silver bullet right there. Time has expired. Keep going till I call your name. Keep going. Keep going. Eric Johnston is done. Matt Beer is done. Still racing. Johnston and Beer are done. Showtime is done. Shane Coles done. Jordan Lilly done. Schultz and Nicholas done. Waiting on one more. The orange with the flames. And that's it all in, all done. Villaroos going to take that one. 19 and a 5.12. 5:17 for Coles. 18 lap run for Beer. 18.504. His best run. Schultz with an 18. Nicholas with an 18. 17 for Key. 16 for Johnston. 16 for Lilly. Hey, man. Quit horsing around over there, Nelson. All right. Four-wheel drive buggy. Roll them around, check them in. Diesel. All right, everybody is checked in. Sorry, I had a cute little puppy up here. The order in this one going to be Larry Wright the fourth, Gavin Miller, Daryl Frank, Kyle Kozik, Nick Coleman, Matthew Erdman, and Ray Sokolik. All right, guys, four-wheel drive buggy. Listen for your name. Larry Wright, Gavin Miller, Daryl Frank, Kyle Kozik, Nick Coleman, Matthew Erdman, and Ray Sokolik. Watching the roller, clear. These guys cycling about. Coleman takes lap one. Watch a triple landing, watching the pit. Clear now. Gavin Miller gonna take lap two. 4:10 and 50 to go. Straightaway, go high on the straight. Car coming up to speed in the sweeper. Clear now. Awesome, thank you. Oh, yeah, there you go. 1:05 in, 3:55 to go. Gavin Miller out front. Leader over the roller with that pink, purple, white. Out of the pit. 21 and a 5:05. Early lead and TQ run here for Gavin. Coming up on Erdman, I believe that is. Awesome. Oh, Gavin, a little kiss off the pipe there. Maintains. Gavin opting for the double single line here. Got hot lap of 14-1. Kozik up in that 2 spot. Top 2 separated by 3.5. Coleman in the 3. Frank, Erdman, Wright, and Sokolik. 3:20 to go. Leader working on the straightaway. Up on 2 wheels. Saves it. Cross the line with a 15-1. 21 and a 5:06. 3:05 to go. Gavin getting greedy in front of the driver's stand. No patience there. Going to cost him a little bit of time. Cross the line with a 17-7. Still going to maintain that lead and TQ run. Leader working in a triple right now. Into the pit and out. Pink, purple, and white. 21 and a 5:14. Gavin Miller, your leader right now. Kozik in the 2 spot. Kozik chipping away at it here. 1.5 the split. Coleman in the 3. Larry Wright in the 4 spot. Only 2/10 off of Coleman. Then it's Erdman, Frank, and Sokolik. 2:25 to go. Gavin Miller turning in just a bit early there. Still going to maintain that lead. It's dwindling, though. 2.5 the split. Here comes Gavin across the line. 15-2 that time by. It's down to 2.2 now. Here comes Kozik. Kozik with a 15-0. 3 down, 2 to go. $14,555 last time by for our leader. Little recovery lap there for Miller. Watching the roller. Oh, Kozik narrowly avoiding that. Nostra Kozik. The dude can see into the future. 1:40 to go. Gavin living on the edge there. Trying to make a pass in quite possibly the hardest area to make a pass on the entire track. Somehow sticks it. 1:25 to go. Leader down the line. Last time 14-2, this time 14-5. 21 and a 5:09. Larry Wright up to the 2 spot. 21 and a 5:14 for him. 13-7 last time by for Wright. Wright taking 0.8 off him last time by. Kozik in the 3. Coleman, Frank, Erdman, Sokolik. Leader working behind the purple. Coming on the straightaway, Wright and Miller. Miller out front, Wright taking another 0.7 off him, 2.1 the gap. Larry got to find a way by, got to keep it clean here. .30 seconds to go. They're coming up on Sokolik, 2 cars right to the inside. Gavin trying to take it back, being patient. He's got 1.8 to split. Gavin just doing his best lap last time by, 14-0. 15 seconds to go. We're down to 7/10 now. Larry Wright chipping away at it. Last 2 laps are going to be critical here. Larry with a 13.6 takes over the top spot. Gavin with a 14.3 takes it right back. It's 1/10 up front. Everything coming down to these last laps here, right? Little cross coming on the straightaway. Gavin might have kissed the pipe there. I missed it. Wright is done. Gavin is done. Everybody else still going, still going. Coleman done. Kozik done. Daryl Frank is done. Ray Sokolik about to finish. And that's it, all in, all done. Marshals on your blowers, please. Larry Wright gonna take it at the end. 21 and a 5:08 to Gavin Miller's 21 and a 5:09. The Wright crowd goes wild. Kozik getting that 21 lap run, besting his best time by 2 laps. Top 3 guys all doing their best run on the layout there, 21 laps. Coleman with a 20. That was his best run. Erdman 19, his best run. Daryl and Ray. (21.5) buggy making their way here. We'll let the track get blown off to completion. Easy. Erdman, why don't you... Nah, this'll work. This'll work. I think it'll work. We're gonna let Steven here finish getting the track all prepared. Lincoln, no yelling. All right, let's roll them around. Let's check them in. It's 21.5 spec buggy. Sweet Heat's coming up. Sweet Heat. Watch the top of the key, top of the key. Before the whoops, before the perfectly crafted whoops. All right, Diesel. You want to call out the order? Nope, he's got nothing. All right, here's our order, 21.5 spec buggy. It's Carter Rail, Mike Chesney, Tyler Heinzelman, Trevor Tobias, Jack Nelson, Raina Chidara, Jeff DeWitt, and Matthew Deedy. All right, guys, marshals look alive. Drivers, on your name. Carter Rail, Mike Chesney, Tyler Heinzelman, Trevor Tobias, Jack Nelson, Raina Chidara, Jeff DeWitt, and Matthew Deedy. (21.5) spec buggy on the track right now. You think they're racing for Tuesday night, but they are really just preparing for the Sweet Heat series coming up this summer. Couple Sweet Heat defending champions in the building tonight. 55 seconds into this one, 4:05 to go. Matthew Deedy out front. Just as I say that, it's Carter Rail to the front. Watch it in the pit. Larry Wright from left field. Excellent marshal in there. Hair just flowing out there. 3:50 to go. Rail, your leader, working down the rumbles. On the back of Deedy on track. Raina Chidara up in the 2 spot. Raina only 7/10 off of Carter Rail right now. Rail on his lid. That should move Chidara up. Longer lap there from Chidara. Going to drop her down a couple. Watching the roller. Car coming up to speed. Good patience there from Rail and Nelson. Excellent driving there from these 2 youngsters. Watching the roller. There you go. Heinzelman going to back it out, do a little Y turn there. It's Carter Rail out front. Rail working in front of the driver's stand. Red, white, and black. Chesney in that 2 spot. Didi in the 3. Top 3 cars separated by 6/10 right now. And Reyna only 2 seconds off our leaders. Be patient, be patient. Good, follow, follow, follow. Easy, easy. Excellent driving there from these youngsters. Little kiss off the pipe there for Reyna. DeWitt gives the room. Excellent. 2:40 to go. Beautiful 21.5 buggy race we got working here. It starts with Carter Rail. He's working on the back of Didi in front of the driver's stand. Chesney in the 2. He's in that orange and white. Chesney working through the triple behind Jack Nelson. Oh, man, Jack a little crossed up. Chesney going to right the ship. Didi in that 3 spot. Top 3 cars covered by 2.5 seconds. Heinzelman up to the 4. Tobias, Chidara, Nelson, and DeWitt. Watching the straightaway go low. Clear now. Heinzelman tapping out. 2:05 to go. Leader working that double single. Didi in the 2 spot. Didi through the double single. Didi in that all copper. Chesney still maintaining the 3. Chesney within 1/10 of Didi right now. Didi with a long lap. Chesney moving up to the 2 spot. 1:40 to go. Rail, Chesney, Didi, Heinzelman, Tobias, Chidara, Nelson, and DeWitt. Watching the pit, go wide in the pit. Clear now. 1:15 to go. Long lap there from our leader. Here comes Chesney. Chesney with a long one as well. 1:05 to go, watching straight. Clear now. Rail, Chesney, Didi, Heinzelman. Right now, Heinzelman and Tobias separated by 9/10. Reyna another 1.1 off of that battle. Tobias 17.509, 5:11, or 5:10 rather for Heinzelman, 5:12 for Reyna. 45 seconds to go. Oh man, DeWitt. Him and Heinzelman getting too close for comfort out there. 35 seconds to go. Watching the sweeper, clear. 20 seconds to go. Carter Rail in control of this one. He's got a 7-second lead on Matthew Didi. Chesney in the 3. Watch it, triple landing. Clear now. Watch it coming on the straight. Clear now. Race clock about to expire here. Keep it clean to the end. Good runs working here. Keep going, keep going. Carter Rail, you're done. Jack Nelson is done. Heinzelman is done. Tobias is done. Mike Chesney done. There's Jeff DeWitt. There's Reyna. One more. It's all copper, and it's Matt Didi. And that's it. Marshals on your blowers, please. Carter Rail going to take that one. 18 and a 5:05. Matt Didi with an 18.509, his best run. Mike Chesney, welcome to the 18-lap club, his best run. Heinzelman on 17. Tobias doing his best run on 17. Reyna, welcome to the 17-lap club. Nelson with a 16. Jeff DeWitt with a 15. Jeff DeWitt, welcome to the 15-lap club. What's he doing over there? Pendejo. All right, guys, spread out, spread out. Jack, why don't you take by the camera over there? Tobias, you take that spot there. On this side of the X. All right, these guys making their way to the driver's stand. All right, guys, let's roll them around. Let's check them in. Stock buggy race number 6. This one's a full field. You know what that means, right, Matt? It means we got to be very patient. Just waiting on a check-in from Daryl Frank. Just need Daryl Frank to check in. The order in this one going to be Chris Garay, Daryl Frank, Jamie Tenney's, Chris Nelson, Tyler Stefik, Robert Marzinski, Shane Coles, Tyler O'Brien, Casey Belk, and Ian Schultz. JT going out third. There you go, perfect. All right, guys, listen for your name. There's 10 of you. I'm going to call you swiftly. Stock buggy race number 6. On your name. Daryl Frank, Jamie Tenney's, Chris Nelson, Tyler Stefik, Robert Marzinski, Shane Coles, Tyler O'Brien, Casey Belk, Ian Schultz. All right, Chris Garay kind of screwing himself on lap number 1 there, going before I called his name. I know it's a new process we're trying here, and Chris Garay's only been racing here for 10 years, but that is okay. It's Tyler O'Brien taking lap number 1, watching us straight. Clear now. Watching in front of the driver's stand. Go, go, go. Clear now. T.O.B. out front, pink and white, working in the triple, airing it out. Tenney's in the 2 spot. Tenney's parks it at the top of the key before the whoops. Garay in the 3 spot, but that's going to change. Watch it down the rumbles. Good Marshall in there from Mike Chesney, 3:50 to go. O'Brien with a 14-1 last time by. That's hot lap of the race. Garay up to the 2 spot. Frank up to the 3. Marzinski, Stefik, Coles, Tenney's, Belk, Nelson, and Schultz. Watch it in the roller. Clear now. Watching the roller again. Clear now. T.O.B. out front. He's over the roller. Parked in the roller. Roller, Chesney. Roller. Watching a triple landing. So T.O.B. going to park it. Chris Garay going to park it. That could move Daryl Frank to the front here. Garay going to solidify that error with a double stuff. Watching in front of the driver's stand. Clear now. And it does. It's Daryl Frank to the front, ladies and gentlemen. 20 and a 5:07 for him. Tyler Stefik up to the 2 spot. 20 and a 5:13. Tenney's up to the 3. Now it's O'Brien to the 3. Top 4 cars separated by 2.9. 20 and a 5:12 for Frank. 5:13 for Stefik. 5:14 for O'Brien and Tenney's. 19 and a flat for Coles. Now it's 20 and a 5:15. 15-4 across the line for Coles. He lets out his signature groan of despair from the driver's stand, parking it after the whoops. Halfway down, halfway to go. It's Tyler Stefik to the front. Top 3 cars all on 20 and a 5:12. O'Brien, Stefik, and Tenney. Separation 3/10. Frank another 1/10 off of that. These guys parking at the top of the key. Tenney's giving a gift. Now it's Tenney's to the front. 20 and a 5:11 for him and Stefik. Separation 5/100. Daryl Frank throws down 15-1, puts him in P3. Top 3 guys separated by 9/10. We're starting to lose O'Brien. Frank gonna tap out. O'Brien back to the 3. It's a 2-horse show up front. Tenney's and Stefik goes 15-0. Straight away, go low. Low on the straight. Low, 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 lower. Still low. Clear now, 1:45 to go. Tenney's out front. Stefik 2/10 off him. Leader working his way on the straightaway now. Black, white, and yellow across the stripe. 15-2 for Tenney's. Stefik in that all blue. Stefik working behind Coles on track. Watching the pit. Clear now. Second place car on Shane Coles. Awesome, thank you. Chris Nelson, if and when. 1:15 to go. Watching the top of the key. Daryl Frank gonna tap out there. So it's Tenney, Stefik, Frank, O'Brien, Marzinski. All these guys shuffling around. Now it's Tenney, Stefik, Frank, Marzinski, Coles. That's top 5 with 4 down, 1 to go. This one starts with Jamie Tenney's. He's working through the triple. He's coming up on Garay. Garay gives him room. Awesome, thank you. 45 seconds to go. Oh, Tenny's parks at the top of the key. Garay gonna marshal him. Heinzelman just looking at him. Panicking over there. DeWitt had to jump in and save him. 30 seconds to go. Leader across the line here. Oh no, it's an 18.5 across the stripe for Tenny's. That's gonna put Stefik to the front here. 20 seconds to go. We have separated from Marzinski in the 3 spot. Stefik in that all blue working down the line. 15.4, 1.3 to split. Got to keep it clean here, 5 more seconds. Battle in the midfield working as well. Everybody's still alive. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Ooh, that's going to matter. Go, go, go. Pull the trigger. Watching the line. Chris Garay, Chris Nelson done. Keep going, TOB. Watch it in the roller. Marzinski done. Tenny's done. Waiting for Stefik. Waiting for Belk. Waiting for O'Brien. Belk done. Stefik done. Cole's done. Waiting on O'Brien. Here he comes. And that's it, all in, all done. Marshals on your blowers, please. Jamie Tenny's going to get that one at the very end. 20 and a 5-12. Welcome to the 20 lap club there, JT. Stefik going to throw down a 20 as well. 20 and a 5-14. Welcome to the 20 lap club. Marzinski on a 19. Belk with a 19. Cole's 19. O'Brien 19. And it's Nelson, Garay, Schultz, and Frank. The Latarts are looking forward to Sweet Heat. They're online watching. I'm looking forward to it as well, Brian and Michelle. Love me some Sweet Heat. It's going to be kind of like Sweet Mild this year, though. We got a little AC action. All right, our marshals distributing themselves amongst the track. All right, you guys go ahead, roll them around, check them in cautiously in a sweeper. Everybody is checked in except for one fella. He's running up the driver's stand right now. His name's Justin Stefik, ladies and gentlemen. Did the classic toss the car down, forgot to turn the car on. I have done that hundreds of times. Here's our order in this final race of this round. It's stock buggy, and it starts with Talendidi. We got Leonard Dake, Brian Yeager, Gavin Miller, Reed Stout, William Miller, Justin Stefik, Rylan Bauer, and Brian Fraley. All right, guys, final race of the round here. Marshals look alive, drivers. Wait for your name. Talon, Leo, Yeager, Gavin, Reed Stout, William, Justin, Ryland, and Brian Fraley. Final race of the round here. Let's make it a good one. We got Ian Schultz fans online. Rich Murphy online to watch this one. What up, guys? Yeager coming out swinging. Didi, Miller, Dake, Bauer, Stout, Stefik, Miller, and Fraley. Work together here, settling in. Watching the pit, in the pit. Car coming up to speed. Work it out. Thank you. Sweeper go low. Sweeper go low, low, low. 1 minute and 4 long minutes to go. It's Talendidi to the front. Dake in a 2. Separation just Hundress. Miller in the 3. That's Gavin Miller. Then we have Stout, Yeager, Bauer, Stefik, Fraley, and William. 3:50 to go. Dake to the front. Oh, man, Dake on his lid. Watch it after the roller. Gavin throwing down a 14.8. Now it's Gavin Miller to the front. Miller working that roller, pink, white, and purple. Through to triple he is. Dake down to the 2 spot. Dake in that gray and red, working across the line. Jaeger in the 3. Jaeger working directly behind Miller on track. Top 3 guys separated by 2.2 seconds. Justin Stefik, 3.6 off the lead battle. Then it's Stout in the 5. Bauer, William, Fraley, and Talon. 3:05 to go. Gavin across the line, 14-9. Watching a triple. Oh, man, Gavin over the top. Him and Jaeger get through it unscathed, 2:50 to go. Leonard Dake to the front now. Now it's Dake, Miller, and Jaeger. Jaeger tapping out. 2:40 to go. It's Dake and Miller now. 2:20 and a 5:03 matching paces for the top 2. Dake with a 15-4. Gavin to the front. Gavin throws down a 15-5. Dake takes it back over. 1/10 the split up front. 2:25 to go. So from top to bottom, it's Dake, Miller, Jaeger, Stefik, Stout, Bauer, Didi, William, and Fraley. Watch it down the rhythm. Clear now. Gavin goes 14-6. Dake with a 14-8. Half a second the gap up front. Leonard in control right now. Through to triple he is. Sends it over that single. Out of the pit. Gray and red is your leader. Go way wide. Coming on the straightaway. Hangs on. 14-8 that time by. Here comes Gavin working on the straightaway. Gavin with a 15-3. Dake separates just a bit now. 1.2 the gap with 1:40 to go. Go low in the sweeper. Jaeger tapping out. $1:30 to go. Dake working into the pit. Oh, man. Watch coming on the straightaway. Go low, 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 low. Lower. Low, low, low. Clear now. That was Dake tapping out there. Getting caught up now. Dake and Didi. Gavin going to run away with this one here. 20 and a 5:04 to pace now. 1:05 to go. Our leader working his way down the rhythm. Working in front of the stand. White, blue, pink. A little bit of purple in there. Gavin Miller out front. Looking to do his best run on the layout with 50 seconds to go. Watch it in the roller. Watch it in the roller. Go wide. Clear now. Straightaway right in the middle. Go low, 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 low. I got a marshal out there. Clear now. Chaos at the end here. 35 seconds to go. None of these guys knowing the meaning of whoa up. 25 seconds to go. Only guy keeping his head on his shoulders out there, Gavin Miller across the line. 15-9 that time by 20 and a 5:06. Gavin looking to put it third on the grid in this ever popular Tuesday spring bake racing here at Trackside. 5 seconds to go. Leader down the line. Cameraman got him in his sights. Jaeger up in that 2 spot. Everybody's still racing, still going. Leo Dake done. Talon Didi done. Reed Stout is done. Gavin Miller, you're done. Bauer done. Jaeger done. Stefik done. Waiting on 2 more. Oh, man. Finishing strong. Fraley and William Miller, you guys are both done. Gavin Miller going to take that one. Good enough for third on the grid. 20 and a 5:06. Jaeger with a 20 and a 5:13. Dake with a 19. 18 for Stout. 18 for Didi. 18 for Rylan Bauer, his best run. Stefik doing 18, his best run. And it's Fraley and Miller, 17 and 17. All right, guys. I will get round 3 of qualifying set up here. Just kidding. I'm going to set up the mains. All right, guys, the mains are coming off the printer here momentarily. Stock short course B main, you guys are going to be up first. Jason Klein, Rick Nicholas, Robert Marzinski, Eric Johnston, Stephen Key, Jordan Lilly, Aaron Prill, Lincoln Dake. You guys are in race number 1. I'm going to need help volunteer marshaling for race number 3 and for race number 5. Got a couple smaller heats, guys, so I'm going to need you guys to step up and help me out here. I'm going to put a very short timer on the screen, and then we'll get right into the mains. And for those of you guys tuning in online, don't change that dial. We'll be right back. Minute 30 to stock short course B main. Guys, start getting them ready. Jason Klein, Rick Nicholas, Robert Marzinski, Eric Johnston, Stephen Key, Jordan Lilly, Aaron Prill, Leo Dake, or Lincoln Dake, rather. You guys are up in 1 minute and 24 seconds. Out to Marshall is going to be my stock buggy A main. Looking for Talon Didi, Leo Dake, Gavin Miller, Brian Yeager, Jamie Tenney's, Chris Garay, Tyler Stefik. Need you guys out to Marshall. I would take a volunteer possibly. We might be able to make it swing with 7. But I will need volunteer marshals for race number 3. Telling you that in advance. All right, you guys might as well shut them down, bring them in here. Stock buggy A main, start making your way out to the track. Let's get the track ready. Talon Didi, Leo Dake, Gavin Miller, Brian Yeager, Jamie Tenney's, Chris Garay, Tyler Stefik. Bring it in, Jack. Out to Marshall. Race number 1, you guys are up. Jason Klein, Rick Nicholas, Marzinski, Johnston, Key, Lilly, Prill, and Lincoln. Not yet. Got to get that track blown off. Stock buggy A main out to Marshall. Gavin, out to Marshall. Let's go. Gavin, you can take the triple or some spot that's young person conducive. You take that. Leave the easy spots for the old people. Oh. Jack, you want to take the spot coming onto straightaway in the corner by Ryan? Who am I missing? Talon's going to take that bucket by my dad. And then we should be set. Let's roll them around. Let's check them in. This is stock short course B main. Top 2 moving up to the big show. And it's the big show. It's a big bad show tonight. What? I don't know why it's like that, Leo. Because I don't have practice turned off yet, that's why. Boom. Rectified. We need a grid up in here. All right, on that number 1, Jason Klein, Rick Nicholas on the 2. Marzinski on the 3. Marzinski can stop right there. Perfect stop. Eric Johnston. Stephen Key. Jordan Lilly. Aaron Prill. And Lincoln Dake. Right there's good. Yep. Good, good, good. Everybody's good. That's too close already. That's good. We're good. All right, guys. This is stock short course B main. We're going to take it easy. Top 2 are moving on up. We're going to do it on the sound of the tone. Easy, easy, easy. It's a long race. Patience in the back there. A little self-induced. A little bumping. Keep it clean. Go, Lincoln. Rick Nicholas makes his way to the front. Marzinski, Johnston. Klein. Key, Prill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All these guys. We got a little freight train working here, and it starts with Rick Nicholas. Down the rumbles. Silver, red, and blue. That's your leader. Marzinski in the white and green. He's in the 2 spot. Johnston in the 3. Challenging Marzinski now. Top 2 guys looking to bump up to the main. 50 seconds in, 4:10 to go. Watching the sweeper go high. Now go low. Oh, man, the factor. All these guys grouping up. Marshall doing what he can. Now it's Marzinski and Johnston to the front. Stephen Key going to end up in that 3 spot. Nicholas down to the 4, tapping out in the pit. Klein going to go by. 3:45 to go. It's Marzinski out front. Johnston in the 2. Jason Klein looking for a way by Key, and he gets it there on the roller. 1, 2, and 3 working in and out of the pit. It starts with Marzinski. He turns in just a bit early. Johnston to the front now. All purple with the yellow wheels is your leader. Marzinski in the white and green. He's in that 2 spot. Marshall, Leo, pay attention to your corner, please. There was stuff happening in the rumble over there. You're watching your kid. 3:15 to go. Johnston leads out Dake. Or Marzinski, rather. Watch it coming on the straightaway. Oh, man, Lincoln playing the factor here. Klein out front driving away with this one. The battle is for the 2 spot. Johnston and Key working through the pit. That's our transfer battle. Lincoln just making his way through it. So 2, 3, and 4 coming up on the factor here. Lincoln drives into his own dad. Johnston getting crossed up. Oh, man, he's going to wait, and then they go, go, go. Key turns in early. 2:35 to go. Klein trying to run away with this one. Marzinski into 2. Johnston and Key. Transfer battle working through the sweeper. Marshall feeling the effect of a short course right in the thigh meat. Oh, Marzinski on his lid. Here goes Johnston. Here goes Key. 2:10 to go. Johnston up to that 2 spot now. The all purple with the yellow wheels. Looking to be the final transfer spot in the A main here. Key got Marzinski challenging. 2, 3, and 4 working their way on the straightaway. 1:50 to go across the stripe. Johnston got to hang on. Klein separating in that 1 spot from top to bottom. It's Klein, Johnston, Key, Marzinski, Nicholas, Prill, Lilly, and Dake. Second place across the line, 17-6. Stephen Key in the 3 spot with an 18-0. 17-4. Rick Nicholas up to the 3 spot now. Where did Rick Nicholas come from? Johnston gets by Dake. Working on the straightaway. Marshall jumping out of the way. 1:15 to go. Second place car coming up on Jordan Lilly if and when. Third place on Lincoln. Lincoln gives him room. Aaron Prill getting in the mix here. That's for position. Prill going on by. Watching the straight. So now it's Aaron Prill to the 3 spot. Him and Stephen Key duking it out for the number 3. Prill turns in a little early. Key gonna go by. Marzinski going by. Here comes Rick Nicholas. Johnston starting to pull away in that final bump up position. 35 seconds to go. The battle is for the 3 spot. Key, Marzinski, over to roller. Little separation of Nicholas and Prill. Prill turns in just a bit early. Our leader gets by. 20 seconds to go. Marzinski gets by Key. Third place battle down the line. 18 seconds. Should be the last lap. Maybe one more. These guys might go one more. It's going to be close. Oh, Key turns in early. Nicholas going to go by. And that's it. Once you cross the line, you will be done. Klein and Johnston on a little victory lap there. Rest of you guys just got to cross the loop. Johnston done. Waiting on Marzinski, Lilly, and Dake. Oh, Lincoln sailing it on the straightaway there. And that's it, all in, all done. Marshall's on your blowers. Jason Klein, Eric Johnston. You guys are moving up to the big show. And it's the big show. Yes. If you want. If you want, yeah. Was that Lincoln? Wow. All right, modified buggy. Roll them around, check them in. I will need a couple volunteer marshals after this one. I'll need at least three volunteer marshals in the next race. I know I got one locked in. Everybody's checked in. Let's set our grid here. On the number 1 spot, your top qualifier this evening. You know him. You love him. It's Larry Wright the fourth, ladies and gentlemen. Randy Conriff on the 2. Craig O'Brien on the 3. Kozik on the 4. Why don't you back that second car up like an inch, just so he's not on the loop. Perfect. Kozik on the 4. Kozik, back that car back up. Back that car up. He just split the distance here. Split the distance. There you go. Perfect. Stay right there. And Matthew Bauer on the 5. All right, little 5-car shootout here. Let's take it easy. Let's have some fun. Let's do it all on the tone. All right, that's a live start, live enough for me. Craig O'Brien trying to tap out right away. These guys going triple. Kozik getting the business. Wright leads out. Oh, Conriff on his lid. There's 4 minutes and 40 seconds left to go. Kyle, let the marshal grab the car. 35 seconds in, 4:25 to go. Larry right out front. Matthew Bauer up to the 2 spot. Bauer in that green, yellow, and pink, working in and out of the pit. Well, one of you guys, Talon, one of you guys go up by Ryan, and one of you stay there. Thank you. 4:05 to go, right out front. Bauer in a 2, Conriff in a 3. Conriff got Bauer in his sights. Took a 0.8 off him that time by. Another half a second this time. Larry getting it wrong coming on the straightaway here. These guys closing that gap. 3:45 to go. Larry, your leader, working in a trip. Bauer working over the roller. Here comes Conriff. That's our battle for the 2 spot. Bauer a little wide in the pit. Conriff closing in. 3:30 to go. Conriff looking around the outside, trying to go to the inside. Nothing there. Right on his lid. These guys kind of work together if they're going to catch Larry right here. Conriff to the inside. Elbows out. Keeps it clean there. 3:15 to go. An excellent pass there from Randy Conriff. Larry across the line with a 16-2. Conriff with a 14-3. Bauer in that 3. Kozik in the 4. Kozik goes 14-9. His best lap. O'Brien in the 5 spot. Larry with a 14-0. Conriff with a 14-0. Leader coming up on O'Brien. O'Brien gives him room. 2:10 in, 2:50 to go. Larry throwing down hot lap of the race, 13-8 that time by. Conriff with a 14-5. $2:35 to go. I'll watch a triple landing. Oh, man, Larry getting it wrong here. Conriff not close enough yet to capitalize. These guys go matching lap times in the front. 4.5 the split. Wright with a 15.6. Conriff with a 14.3. It's down to 3.2 now. Both these guys going way wide at triple landing. 3 down, 2 to go. Larry with a 14.2. Conriff throwing down 14.1. 3.1 the gap up front. Larry up on 2 wheels just a bit, saves it. Bauer still in that 3 spot. Kozik in the 4. These guys battling. Larry Wright trying to maneuver his way through. That's a battle around Larry Wright. Oh, man, Wright giving Bauer to business there. Kozik going to go by for the 3. That is our closest battle on the track at this moment. Working right in front of the stand. Kozik and Bauer. Bauer airs it out in the triple. Kozik going to pull away. Second place on O'Brien, and then Bauer. Excellent, thank you. That is for position in front of you, Matthew Bauer. Behind you, Craig O'Brien. 1:10 to go. And we'll need plenty of volunteer marshals after this one, guys. Larry with a long lap last time by 14.9. Backs it up with a 13.9. Randy with a 14.0. It's 3.8 the gap up front. Less than a minute to go now. Second place car coming up on Kozik. .48 seconds to go across the stripe. Wright, Conruff, Kozik, O'Brien, and Bauer. Good driving there from Conruff and Kozik. Conruff a little crossed on the triple landing. 25 seconds to go. Another fast lap from Larry. It's 13.8. 13.9 from Conruff. Ten seconds to go here. Larry, just one more lap to go. Randy across the stripe. Oh, Larry almost coming up a bit short there. Bauer making him nervous. Once you cross the line, you will be done. One more to finish, and that's it, all in, all done. Marshals on your blowers, please. Larry Wright gonna take that one. Randy Conruff bringing home the 2. Kozik 3. O'Brien and Bauer. All right, guys, I need oodles of volunteer marshals for this one. Only had 5 guys in the last race. I got a full field coming up next. I need all the volunteers. Every marshaling spot and then some I need occupied. And we should be set for the duration of the evening after that, but I've said that before. And then it came back and bit me, so I'm just going to say we need marshals. Thank you. All right, guys, roll them around, check them in. Kyle, you could stay right there in that corner that you're in, yep. We got 10 cars here. I could use them all. All right, everybody is checked in. Straightaway is closed. We're going to set our grid here, and Craig O'Brien's going to help me space them out. Reed Stout on the number 1 spot. Someone drive your way out of that. Come on, someone go. Reed Stout on the number 1. Casey Belk on the number 2. Chris Nelson on the 3. Shane Coles on the 4. Tyler O'Brien 5. Rylan Bauer 6. Justin Stefik 7. Bill Miller 8. Ian Schultz 9. And Brian Fraley 10. Bill Miller, you are in the 8. Perfect. All right. That's good there. Everybody stay right where you are. All right, guys, this is Stock Buggy B main. We're going to take it easy because it's hard to grid them up with no grid. We got 10 cars out there. Top 2 are going to bump up. You can't win it in the first corner, but you can lose it. Take it easy on the tone. Patience, guys. Please be patient. I don't want to bring them back. Self-induced there. I saw it. It's a long race, though. Self-induced in front of the stand. Go, 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 go. Long race. Pull it together, Tobe. That is a live stock buggy B-main start. We're rolling with it. Belk making a move on Stout right away. Stout gives it up. Top two guys looking to move on. Stout looking to race another day here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Working over the roller. Casey, Reed, Chris, Shane Coles. Little separation to, I believe that is Rylan Bauer. Watching the straightaway go low, 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 low. Good patience there from Coles. Shane Coles, no stranger to the straightaway call out there. Plays it smooth. Plays it safe. It pays off. Coles up to the 2 spot now. 3:55 to go. Coles in the 3 rather. Miscommunication there, my bad. 3:50 to go. Watching the straightaway. Casey Belk out front. Casey in that purple and white working in front of Rylan Bauer on track. Nelson in the 2 spot, Nelson in the baby blue. Both these guys working on the straightaway. Coles in the 3, little separation of Coles in the 3 spot. Coles in that white and orange. Miller in the 4. Reed Stout in the 5. Stefik, Schultz, Bauer, O'Brien, and Fraley. 3:15 to go. Leader working up the hill. Working on the back of the all silver. Watching on the roller. Hustle, Tyler, hustle. Two down, 3 to go. Casey Belk out front. Excellent driving there. Our leader makes it through. Leader is that purple and white. White wheels working out of the pit. Second place car is the baby blue with the yellow trim. 1 and 2 working down the line here. These guys have separated from Coles in the 3 spot. Stout in the 4. Schultz in the 5. Then it's O'Brien, Bauer, Stefik, Miller, and Fraley. Halfway down, halfway to go. Sweeper go low. Clear now. Leader coming up on Fraley, I believe that is. Fraley gives him room. Second place to follow. Awesome, thank you. Watching the roller. Clear now. 2:10 to go. Casey out front. Working his way on the straight. Purple and white. 15-2 that time by Nelson with a 15-1. 1:55 to go. Cole still in that 3 spot. Belk turns in a bit early. Nelson going to go by. Leader in front of Tyler O'Brien. 1:40 to go. Now it's Nelson, Belk. Cole still in the 3. Watching the right side of the track. Coles gets around it. O'Brien still in the 4 spot. Triple landing. Keep it tight. Oh, man. Belk giving a gift there. 1:25 to go. So from top to bottom, it's Chris Nelson, Casey Belk, Shane Coles, Tyler O'Brien, Reed Stout, watching in front of the triple. Watch going into triple. Justin Stefik in the 6. William, Ryland, Ian, and Brian Fraley with 1:05 to go. Casey is working his way on the straightaway right now. Purple and white crossing the line. Casey currently in that 2 spot. Leader in this one, Chris Nelson. He's in that baby blue. Down the line he goes. 40 seconds to go. Nelson and Casey looking to move on up. Just got to keep it clean here. Generous separation of Coles and O'Brien. Stefik and Bauer having a battle in front of the driver's stand. The all gray with the blue and black. Stefik goes wide. Bauer going to go by. Straightaway go low, 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 low. Lower. Clear. 10 seconds to go here. Bauer getting by Stefik. Once you cross the line, you will be done. Straightaway go low. Low on the straight, lower. Still there. Clear. 2 more to finish. All in, all done. Marshall's on your blowers. Chris Nelson, Casey Belk gonna move on up to the big show in this one. Coles bringing home the 3. O'Brien, Bauer, that's top 5. Stefik, Stout, Miller, Schultz, and Fraley. If a couple of you guys want to take a break and help me after this one, Marshall race number 5 instead, that would be swell. It's only 6 guys in this one. And then race number 5 is going to be full. So, short course is race number 6. Marshall spread out. Rylan, why don't you take a break and help me on the next one? Take a break, Rylan. Reed Stout, take a break. All right, let's roll them around. Let's check them in. All right, everybody's checked in. Let's set our grid here. Larry Wright, your top qualifier this evening. Gavin on the 2. Kozik on the 3. Nick Coleman on the 4. Matt Erdman on the 5. And Ray Sokolik on the 6. Good right there. Stop. All right, guys. 4-wheel drive, 13.5 buggy. A main. Race number 4. We're going to go on the tone. Long race. No need to make a pass on lap 1. Oh, Gavin turns in a bit early there. Gavin from the 2 down to the 5 on lap number 1 here. Larry out front, working on the line. Kozik in the 2. Coleman in the 3, watching in the roller. Clear now. Erdman in the 4, Miller in the 5, Sokolik in the 6. 40 seconds in, 4:20 to go. Leader working down the rumbles. Second place to follow. Coleman up in that 3 spot. Him and Erdman duking it out. That's a battle for the 3, working in front of the stand. Erdman in the pink and white. Coleman in the purple and white and black. 1 minute in, 4 minutes to go. Closest battle on the track, working down the line here for the 3 spot. Erdman and Coleman. $3:40 to go. Battle working down the line. Oh, Erdman gets a little crossed up. Coleman to the inside. $1:30 in, $3:30 to go. It's Wright, Kozik, Coleman, Erdman, Miller, and Sokolik. Second place on Gavin. 3:10 to go. Larry across the line, 13-8. Kozik in the 2 spot. Kozik with a 14-5. Everybody pretty spread out in this one. Closest battle, probably the Erdman-Gavin Miller battle. These guys working their way on the straightaway now. Erdman in that pink and white. Second place on Erdman. Battle behind you, Erdman. Oh, man, Gavin to the inside. 2:40 to go. Leader over the trip. Second place down the whoops. Third place is Coleman. Coleman working on the straightaway. Gavin in the 4, Erdman in the 5. Sokolek out with some problems here with 2:20 to go. I will need volunteer marshals after this. Copious volunteer marshals. Three down, 2 to go. Larry out front, working in a triple now. Kozik in that 2 spot, working down the whoops. 1:45 to go. Coleman in the 3. Miller, Erdman. Relatively uneventful main proceeding here with 1:30 left to go. $1:10 to go in this one. Right out front. He's got hot lap in a race, 13.3. He's got about 11-second lead on Kyle Kozik right now, who's got 17 seconds on Nick Coleman, who's only got 3 seconds on Gavin Miller here. 55 seconds to go. We got a battle starting to form. It's working for the 3 spot. Coleman on his lid on the straightaway. Gavin going to go by, 43 seconds to go. Closest battle working in front of the stand. Gavin in the white and pink. Coleman in the purple, white, and black. That is the battle for the 3 spot. 33 seconds to go, working down the line, down the straightaway. Erdman gets it wrong. Gavin gets it wrong. Here's our battle here. Coleman gives a little kiss on the bumper. 22 seconds to go. Battle working through the pit. Oh, Coleman on his lid there. 11 seconds to go. Coleman got to do something, and that ain't it. Finish the line, or cross the line, and you will be done. 2 more to finish. It's Kozik and Coleman. 1 more to finish. It's Coleman. Marshals ready, the blowers. Volunteer marshals ready, your shoes. And that's it, all in, all done. Larry Wright going to take that one. Kozik brings home the 2. Gavin Miller fights his way back to the 3. Coleman, Erdman, and Sokolek. All right, guys, I need volunteer marshals. Let me take that. Boom, boom. Larry's got the bucket. All right, let's roll him around. Let's check him in. I could use 1 more volunteer marshal if we got anyone with 5 minutes for the cause. I need you right by the camera, right by Ryan Thierfelder. 1 more volunteer marshal, and then we can get this thing going. Perhaps I would take the 1 young man who's sitting right there. Just pop a squat right on the wall there, Talon. Thanks, buddy. All right, everybody is checked in. Let's set our grid. Carter Rail, your top qualifier tonight. Matt Deedy on the 2. Mike Chesney 3. Heinzelman 4. Tobias 5. Reyna Chadar on the 6. Jack Nelson on the 7. And Jeff DeWitt on the 8. Good there, Matt Deedy. A little bit more. Perfect, Chesney. That's going to be all right. We're going to roll with that. That's a grid if I ever saw one. 21.5 spec buggy. Amen. On the sound of the tone. Easy, easy. It's a long race. No need to make any passes. Bring them back. Restart. Come on, Heinzelman. Full start, full start. We're going to try that one more time. A little bit slower. Good there. Good, 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 and good. All right, guys, let's try that again. Let's do it better. Let's do it all on the tone. Easy. Patience in the back. Patience, Jack. Keep going. Keep it smooth. Patience, Heinzelman. That's a live 21-5 start. That's how we do it here. We are rolling with it. Rail and Didi trying to separate early. Heinzelman getting by Chesney there. 2 battles, 3 battles start to break away here. Top 2 working on the straightaway. Next 2 working on the straightaway. Here comes 2 more. They're working on the straightaway. 4:25 to go. Rail out front. Lead battle working into the pit. Rail on his lid. Didi taps out. Didi getting spun around. Marshall nowhere to go. So Rail going to maintain that top spot. It's Tyler Heinzelman to the front now, or to the 2 spot now. 4:10 to go in this one. Chesney in the 3. Didi down to the 4. Looks like Tobias, Chidara, and Nelson. Here comes DeWitt. Oh, Rail on the wrong side of the pipe. Heinzelman to the front now. Tyler Heinzelman, your leader. Blue, yellow, a little bit of orange. Working into the pit. Rail starting to close the gap. He's trying to find a way by. He's got to keep it clean. Heinzelman on the wrong side of the pipe. Go low on the straightaway. Low, 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 low. Clear now. 1:30 and 3:30 to go. Heinzelman succumbing to the same error Carter Rell did a lap before here. Both these guys kissing the pipe. Working on the straightaway. Rail going to do it again. Here comes Chesney now. Heinzelman with a run. So here's 1, 2, and 3. Oh, man. Rail gets into Chesney. They both lose this scenario. Heinzelman going to go by. Chesney getting beat up out there. 3:05 to go. 2 series of unfortunate events in a row here. So leader is Heinzelman across the line. Here comes Rail. Didi up to the 3 spot now. Tobias up to the 4. Mike Chesney in the 5. Nelson, Chidara, and DeWitt. DeWitt giving Rail room there. Excellent driving. Leader working down the line. About a straightaway separation from 1 and 2. Rail taking a 10th off of Heinzelman that time by. Didi taking a 10th off as well. Halfway down, halfway to go. Oh, Heinzelman a little crossed up. Rail starting to close that gap. Plenty of time left. Carter just got to wait in the weeds here. Try and find a perfect moment. All he's got to do is put the pressure on Heinzelman. Wait for the error. Oh, Heinzelman up on the pipe. Rail checking up there, thinking better of it, lives to race another day. 2:05 to go, plenty of racing left. Leaders working their way through the triple. They're coming up on Chidara and Nelson. 2 cars on Chidara and Nelson. Good job, Reyna, go, go, go. 1:53 to go. Heinzelman and Rail. Oh, Heinzelman a little crossed on the rumble there. Rail around the outside. Heinzelman giving it up. 1:45 to go. Oh, Heinzelman taps out in the pit. Marshall doing what he can. Didi gonna marshal him. What a generous man. Carter, Rail back to the front here. Oh, he gets caught up with Nelson just a bit. A little bit of breathing room for Carter. 3:30 down, 1:30 to go. Didi in that 2 spot, watching in front of the stand. Clear now. Didi in that all copper. He's in the 2. Heinzelman still in the 3 spot. Chesney in the 4. Looks like Nelson, Chidara, Tobias, and DeWitt with 1:10 to go. Leader working on the straight, a little crossed up there. 4 down, 1 to go. 4 down, 1 to go. Carter with a 16.7. Matt Didi 16.4. 48 seconds to go. Carter up on his lid there. No Marshall needed. Leader in front of Jack Nelson. Leader in front of you, Jack Nelson. Give him room. Second place to follow. All right, now go, go, go. 35 seconds to go. Didi starting to close the gap. He took 1.5 off of Carter. Carter on his lid. Marshall from left field. Carter crashing in no man's land there. 25 seconds to go. It's Matt Didi to the front now. Oh, man, Carter driving it a little too deep. Jack trying to get out of the way. Didi across the line, 10 seconds across the stripe. Here comes Carter. It's going to be the final lap here. Didi just got to keep it smooth. Carter got to pull a rabbit out of his hat. Heinzelman caught at the line. Didi looking to bring it home here. Tuesday night, it's 21-5 buggy. Matt Didi going to take the win. Carter coming across to secure the number 2. Waiting on Chesney and DeWitt. Here they come. All in, all done. Matt Didi gets it done with the win. Rail with the 2. Chesney with the 3. Heinzelman 4. Nelson in the 5. Shadara 6. Tobias 7. And Jeff DeWitt in the 8. All right, guys, 2 more races to go. All right, drivers from the last race spread out. Heinzelman, take that number 2 spot for me, buddy. You all right there, Jack? You all right? All right. All right, let's roll them around. Let's check them in. Stock short course. A-Main. 10-car A-Main. Plenty of stock short courses tonight. A fantastic showing for a little bit of spring break Tuesday night Worlds here at Trackside. Everybody is checked in. Let's set our grid. Straightaway is closed. Chris Nelson on the number 1 spot. Villaruz on the 2. Keep going, Nelson. Go a little bit farther. Keep going, Chris Nelson. Another 5 feet. Keep going, Chris Nelson. Another 5 feet. A little bit more, June. Good there. Good, good, good. Inch, inch, inch. Stop. Stop, Coles. Chesney, can you back up Shane Coles like 1 inch? Just so he's not on the loop. So Nelson on the 1, Villaruz on the 2, Coles on the 3, Coleman 4, Beer 5, Chadar on the 6, Schultz on the 7, Klein on the 8, Klein on the 9, and Johnston on the 10. Come on, Jack. All right. Our grid is set. Johnston's going to take it extra easy on the start here. And we're going to do this all on the sound of the tone. Patience. Good check up there. Check up in the back. It's all right. Keep her going. Patience, Schultz. Oh, Cole's turning in early. Villaruz on the wrong side of the pipe. Watching us straight. Order shuffling about here on lap number 1. Nelson remaining out front. Coleman. Matt Beer up to the 3. Chadara, Schultz, Villaruz, Coles. Watching us straight. Clear now. Beer going to tap out. Chadar going to go by. Beer going right back by. Nelson out front starting to stretch it out just a bit early on. Baby blue with the yellow. Coleman in the purple with the gray. Beer got a whole bunch of cars right behind him. Cole's around the outside. June looking around the inside. Chadara cleans out Villaruz there. 1 minute and 4 minutes to go. Leader down the line. Second place working up the hill. Here comes third. Little break to 4th. This spot looking like Hayden. Then we got Villaruz, Chadara, Schultz, Klein, and Johnston. 3:40 to go. Villaruz turns in early on the roller. Villaruz getting all sorts of wrong here. Back to the front. Chris Nelson working the traffic. Second spot still Coleman. 3:25 to go. Shane Cole's starting to creep into the conversation here. Him and Coleman sharing the same straightaway. 3:18 to go across the line. Matt Beard still in the 4 spot. Hayden in the 5. Then it's Schultz, Chadara, Klein, Villaruz, and Johnston. 3:05 to go. Your leader is that baby blue. Second place battle working in a triple. Oh man, Cole's turning in a little early. Gets a little loose. Didn't see what happened, but he's losing some ground here. 250 to go. Now Cole's under attack from Matthew Beer, and here comes Hayden Klein. .220 and 240 to go. .220 to go. Nelson across the line. Coleman still in the 2 spot. Cole's in the 3. Beer, Hayden, Chadara, Villaruz, Johnston, Schultz, and Jason Klein. .210 to go. Second place on Schultz and then Johnston. Second place on Schultz and Johnston. Third place on Klein, thank you. Watch it go low on the straightaway. Clear now. Thank you, Schultz. 150 to go. Battle's starting to shape back up here for the 2 spot. Coleman in the pit. Cole's in the pit. Little break to Beer. Little separation to Chadara. Villaruz and Klein having a battle. That's a battle working through the triple. 1:35 to go. Coleman with a 16.4. Cole's a 16.6. Coleman across the line, 16.0, his best lap. Coles with a 16.2. Chadara gets by Beer for the 4 spot. Beer shuffling down to the 5. Villaruz still in the 6. Klein, Johnston, Schultz, and Jason Klein. 1:05 to go. Watching the right side of the track go high. 55 seconds to go. Everybody kind of spread out in this one. 40 seconds to go. Closest battles we got working here are Coleman and Coles, Klein and Villaruz. These guys all about a straightaway separation. 4:30 in, 30 to go. No battle there, Villaruz and Coles. Coles has a lap up on you, June. You are battling with Hayden Klein. 15 seconds to go. No battle, Hayden. Awesome, thank you. Battle behind you now, Hayden. Keep the door shut, Hayden. It's going to be the final lap here. Villaruz looking for a way by. Oh, he gives Hayden the business. He's going to wait. Go, go, go. Villaruz got 2 more corners to try and make something happen. He gives it up. Once you cross the line, you will be done. Two more to finish. 1 more to finish. Marshals, on your blowers, please. And that's it, all in, all done. Chris Nelson going to take that one from tone to tone. Nick Coleman brings home the 2 spot. Coles trying to charge at the end here, brings home the 3. Chadara in the 4, Matt Beer 5. Hayden Klein gets Villaruz 6 and 7. Schultz in the 8, Johnston 9, Jason Klein in the 10. Final race of the evening about to make their way up here. Let's make it a good one. We thank you guys all for coming out, having fun. Let's do it for one more little 5-minute session. Let's have a good race. Let's get our marshals spread out, guys. 5 more minutes. Marshals spread out, guys. I need someone in the number 1. June, take the bucket for Shane, and then Shane will take that spot. All right, let's go ahead and roll them around. Let's check them in. Kyle, why don't you marshal for me one more in that spot by the camera, by Ryan. I need one more over there. I mean, I could use one more, honestly, by the exit sign. That would really help me. Kyle, you could still marshal out there. Take over by the exit door. That's a long string over there. It'd be nice to have two. Yeah, so Kyle's in that corner. You go in the other corner. That's by that door. We just need Chris Nelson to check in here, and then we can set our grid. Straightaway is closed. All right, let's set the grid here. It's Talon Dede on the number 1 spot. Leonard Dake on the 2. Gavin Miller on the 3. Good. Well, I guess. Brian Yeager on the 4. Jamie Tenney's on the 5. Chris Garay on the 6. Stefik on the 7. Marzinski on the 8. Chris Nelson on the 9. And Casey Belk on the 10. All right, guys, final race of the evening. Let's make it a good one. Let's take it easy. Stock Buggy A main. Your top qualifier was Talon Dede. We're going to do it on the tone. Patience. Self-induced there. Keep it going, but... Oh, man, Yeager turns in early. These guys get a little crossed up. Watching a triple. Man, a couple self-induced bobbles here and there. I mean, nobody took each other out. These guys all just turned in early and crashed each other. Nowhere to go. Several racing incidents in a row going to affect the order here. It's the young lads out front. Talon Dede, Gavin Miller. Watching on the right side of the track. Marshall do something. All right, well, let's reset here when everybody crosses the line. It is looking like Talon Dede maintains the lead. Dede in that copper, orange, and cream. Watching the straightaway go low on the straight, go low on the straight, go low on the straight. Clear now. 3:45 to go. Dede out front, Miller in the 2. Dede working down in the pit. Miller working into the pit. Casey Belk in the 3 spot. Belk working in the triple. Garay in the 4. Dake in the 5. Stefik, Nelson, Marzinski, Tenney's, and Yeager. Second place on Yeager and Tenney's. Watching in the pit. $150 and $310 to go. Dede out front. Gavin in the 2. Gavin getting a little crossed up, going in the pit there. Casey still in the 3 spot. Casey working into the pit. Dake in the 4. Garay, Stefik, Tenney's, Yeager, Marzinski, and Nelson. $240 to go. Dede across the line, 17-0, long lap there. Gavin with a 15-8. Gavin trying to close that gap here. That white, blue, and pink working out of the pit. Is your second place car. Casey Belk in the 3. He's in that white, purple, and pink. Dake in the 4. He's in that off purplish. And we got Garay, Stefik, Yeager, Tenney's, Marzinski, Nelson. 2:20 to go. Sweeper go low. Three down, 2 to go. Yeager caught in a leader sandwich here. He's got the leader in front of him and second place behind him. 1:55 to go. Yeager turns in early. He's going to let Gavin go right here. Thank you. $330 now, 1:30 to go. Leader working down the line, Talon Dede. Gavin working down the line now in the 2 spot. Belk in the 3. Straightaway separation between the top 3. Garay in the 4, working his way onto the line now. Dake in the 5. About a straightaway separation there as well. Gap to Stefik. who's got a gap to Jaeger. And a gap to Tenney's. Tenney's and Nelson having a battle. That's probably the closest battle on the track right now. Tenney's down the rumbles. Nelson right behind him. White, black, and yellow versus that baby blue. Watching the right side of the track. Belk going to turn in early. That's going to change things around here for Casey Belk. Oh, no, it doesn't. He's got to lap up on these guys. So no battle in front of you, Nelson. Behind you, Tenney's. Tenney's going to tap out. Belk going around the outside. No battle there, Chris Nelson. Thank you. Battle behind you, though, Chris Nelson. 35 seconds to go. Didi, Miller, Belk, Garay, Dake, Stefik, Jaeger, Nelson, Tenney's, and Marzinski. "15 seconds to go. Go low in the sweeper. Watching the right side of the track. Clear now. Looking like Gavin getting by Belk here. Or hanging on to that spot by Belk, rather, I mean. Waiting on two more. One more to finish. And that's it, all in, all done. Talon Didi going to take the win tonight. Gavin Miller going to bring home the 2. Casey Belk 3. Garay in the 4. Stefik 5. Jaeger in the 6. Nelson, Tenney's, Marzinski, and Dake. All right, guys, that concludes racing for this evening. If you have a tab, head to the shop right away. Do not do any laps if you have an open tab. We're going to close her down relatively quickly here today. Not going to stay open super late. So don't plan to run more than one battery of practice. One pack. And then we are shutting her down. You listening, June? One pack. And to all you guys online, that's all we got. We got racing again this Friday at 7 p.m. We got Saturday Fever this weekend, Saturday. Doors at 9, racing at noon. U.S. Buggy Champs sign up is open. U.S. Buggy Champs will be like April 12th and 13th. It's a Saturday and a Sunday. Friday, just open practice for the U.S. Buggy Champs this year. So make sure you go ahead and hop on to RC sign up. Get yourself signed up for such an event. Should be a good old time. Thanks, everybody.